Hello, we're excited to introduce you to Individual Growth and Development Indicators, or IGDIs. Let's get started. IGDIs are research-focused, evidence-based measures of language, early literacy, early numeracy, and whole child development for 3 to 5-year-old children. Renaissance Learning distributes IGDIs commercially, providing all the training and customer support needed for application. At Renaissance, dissemination, high-quality use, and product improvement are priorities for these measures. IGDIs are also the focus of an active program of research and development at the University of Minnesota IGDI Lab, where we are advancing the science and scope of available measures. Later, we'll tell you about what's available now and where this collaboration of industry and academia is headed. Beginning with our initial work in the 1990s and continuing through today's commercial as well as research and development efforts, we've embraced a small set of core principles for these measures. First, IGDIs must be rigorous and practical, providing evaluation of status and growth toward important early education outcomes that align with early learning standards and with elementary school success. Second, IGDIs must be easy to use and interpret, directly supporting intervention in preschool programs. Third, IGDIs are designed to be engaging for preschoolers and to represent the skills and strengths of each child. Fourth, IGDIs must support increased educational equity at all levels, from initial measure design to item writing and measure and evaluation, to implementation and use of results in early education programs. We designed these measures to be used broadly and to help produce substantial impact in early education. IGDIs are designed to provide instructionally relevant information about preschool children's current level of development and their progress over time, and in a broad array of developmental domains. IGDIs are general outcome measures, educational assessments explicitly developed to measure current status and evaluate growth in developmental domains over time. IGDIs are designed for both screening and progress monitoring. At their core, these measures are designed to be used repeatedly, allowing teachers to screen all students seasonally, to compare screening results to empirical benchmarks so that they can identify children who might benefit from supplemental intervention, and to frequently monitor progress of those identified students, evaluating the benefit of any supplemental intervention. We're proud of the fact that IGDIs are designed to demonstrate children's skills and strength and to support their parents and teachers' efforts to help them thrive. We've taken no shortcuts. Each measure, whether in English or Spanish, language and literacy or mathematics, is designed and evaluated as a pure measure of that domain.
Let's see what IGDIs look like in action. IGDIs describe development across several domains, but today we will highlight one set of tools, the Language and Early Literacy Assessment in English. All management, assessment, and data reporting can be managed with the My IGDIs app or with the complementary resources in an online data system. From the app, the teacher can manage the process of assessing an entire classroom, review individual and group results, and drill down to gather and review information for an individual student. This app serves as a technology platform or landing page for the teacher's use of My IGDIs, but it also enables us to use computer adaptive testing for each student's assessment. Assessment begins on the teacher's device. Here, the teacher selects an individual student for assessment and creates a Bluetooth connection between teacher and student devices. Then, as administration begins, the teacher's device presents explicit administration directions. Stimuli are presented on the child's device, and the teacher confirms automatic scoring or scores the child's responses themselves. We designed IGDIs to be both engaging and easy to understand for young children, and our experience is that preschoolers enjoy completing these measures with teachers and others. For each item, images are presented on the child's device clearly and without any distracting features, and the child indicates their response by answering verbally or pointing.
Pup or cheese trees?
Cheese
Cheese trees.
As each measure progresses, a computer adaptive testing engine on the teacher's device is selecting each successive item based on the child's ongoing performance, ensuring a precise estimate of child ability in 15 or 25 item sets, which take 2 to 3 minutes to administer. Immediately after completing an assessment, the teacher can review results for that child or the whole class using either an app-based or online dashboard. Results are presented 2 ways: a continuous scale score that describes current performance and growth over time, and evaluation of that score against a seasonal benchmark to determine possible candidacy for supplemental intervention. Teachers can then select students for ongoing progress monitoring and can review results of progress monitoring already underway. Finally, teachers can filter class results to gain additional insights for particular groups of students. IGDIs are rooted in equity work, and they have been since their initial development. Our development process honors each language individually, where we create each measure from the lens of development without translation or assimilation strategies. In design, we rely on community-based participation and guidance from the families of the children we aim to support to truly understand cultural values and dialectical variation in bilingual populations and historically marginalized BIPOC populations. We reduce and try to eliminate bias in item design through stimuli verification procedures, and we continuously improve items with ongoing item revisions based on differential item functioning, or DIF, a measure of item bias when administered to particular groups. Equity is also central to measure implementation. We intentionally ensure study samples are representative of those children whose performance we make intended inferences about. We recruit native language speakers for all measures during administration procedures, and we strategically sample differences across groups on variables like dialect, home language acquisition profiles, and ethnicity to reflect natural heterogeneity, and we present results in ways that reflect these important differences. Finally, equity is core to the process of data interpretation. We prevent misinterpretation by teaching educators the intended use of each measure, how to view results through an asset-based empowerment lens, and how to use resources like the comparative score rubric. This rubric helps educators develop instructional recommendations that regard a student's strengths in both languages and how to use these strengths to support ongoing development. Finally, maintaining equity in design and application is an ongoing effort. At Renaissance and IGDI Lab, we continuously review what we've done, what we're going to do, and how to continuously improve.
While IGDIs were designed to be intervention agnostic or appropriate for use in a wide range of programs, they without doubt produce instructionally relevant information. They were initially designed and are often used in differentiated intervention models like MTSS or RTI. They are sensitive to both general early education programming and to specific interventions. And they've been aligned with 9 state early learning standards, with more alignments of this sort easy to accomplish. Rather than linking to specific curricular or instructional procedures, IGDIs provide information to teachers and programs so that they can use their best professional judgment and skills to provide great services for their students. We noted that teachers can manage all scheduling, administration, and reporting from an app-based or online dashboard. IGDIs are also being integrated into the Renaissance Growth Platform. As this integration occurs, advanced rostering, data management, and data visualization resources will be added.
We've shown you how language and early literacy works, and we've used similar methods for measures of Spanish language and early literacy, early numeracy, and with younger children, like 3-year-olds. We are proud of an active program of IGDI research and development at the University of Minnesota and its academic partners, and align product improvement and support at Renaissance Learning. At IGDI Lab, these developments include the expansion across languages like Hmong, Somali, and Indigenous cultures, extending assessment to younger children and earlier moments in development, helping educators enhance their use and interpretation of IGDI datasets, and building recommender algorithms and resources for locating, selecting, and evaluating interventions. At Renaissance, we are expanding the technology platforms to provide operating system agnostic 2-device solutions for all measures. We are also aligning IGDIs in a larger ecosystem of assessment and intervention and building an assessment-informed instructional pathway for age 3 to grade 3 and beyond. At Renaissance, we continue to expand professional development to help educators accelerate learning for all students, and we actively explore ways to leverage emerging technologies like speech recognition and learning analytics to improve the efficiency and utility of IGDIs. Thanks for listening. We look forward to answering your questions.